This is the Norfolk coastline at Cromer, and it's characterised by, here we have a sandy beach, but later there comes shingle beach, and places which should have been the best beaches are in fact shingle. And Cromer, the town, is down here. We have a pier, and Cromer is noted for landing a lobster, I think it is, or can't remember, something like that. And it's still winter, a bit of a blustery day, but the weather's nice. I love this lovely colour sky, which is the reason why I took a day off and came out to do a bit of tourism. And this is the car park in Cromer. Unfortunately, it doesn't allow overnight sleeping, and if not, it would be a really good place to park your camper van and just stay here for a couple of days. Fortunately, many places don't allow camping. I was told by somebody that the way to get around this is to say, "I'm sorry, I've just had something to drink and obviously I can't drive." Don't know if that would wash with the police or not, but that's apparently the way around it. Something very typically British at the coast is a bowling green. So I noticed in Spain they're doing them as well. It's probably though for retired British people. Don't think anybody who's younger than 20 years older than me plays bowls. But maybe I'm wrong. Another thing I think is very British is the sort of the nicely kept green next to the sea. Now Cromer itself is really just more or less where the pier is, and the town centre as such. It's down there. So I felt a bit unsure about the new car. I didn't want to park somewhere where I had plenty of space, so I took it to a place where I had plenty of space, but there's really no trouble with parking here. It's a rather unfortunate style of architecture. You've got these flats on the right there, which are somewhat ugly compared to this rather flamboyant building next to it. And even some of the streets off to the right, there's some buildings which really don't look too flash. I've seen the council houses, and having said that, I mean, get a council house with a nice view of the sea. Can't be too bad. Many of the villages up here do have very ageing populations. In fact, there's one place, I can see it in my mind's eye, and I can't remember the name, but I think the average is 59 of the population. So a lot of people coming here to retire. Now, this was once just arable land for grazing, but in the 1880s, I think it was, the decision was made to sort of look for tourism, and this was sort of the age when people would come here thanks to the railways. Although North Norfolk didn't actually serve any industrial areas, as Southend or Margate did for London, or Whitby Bay did for Newcastle, or Blackpool for Manchester. And but in that place there, the Grand Hotel was built, and I don't know when it was taken down, but it did look something similar to this that I know about. And you see the pier, which was opened in 1901. That's part of the very Victorian idea of the travel, of visiting places by the sea, etc. And absolutely the tourist orientated. In 1901, the last year of Queen Victoria's reign. and the sea here is actually advancing. It's taking up, not just due to, well, maybe due to global warming, I don't know, but according to Domesday Book, which was compiled in the 1080s, we had, there was a village called Shipton, I think it was, which would be located approximately 500 metres in fact offshore now, somewhere out there. And as late as 200 years ago, the church steeple was still visible. Sometime around 1790 there was an accident, and which caused ship to sink. There were no fatalities, but after that the spire, or the tower, whatever, was removed. But the village is now sunk under there. Now, but that is evidence of, well, maybe not global warming, because the industrial age hadn't yet begun, but of the fact that the sea is moving, and very quickly as well, really. It was advanced that far, 900 years. Of course, that won't affect any of us. Unless someone's got the same type of car as me, but just mine's a bit newer and a bit taller. So there's a nice view of the coast, and there's the way down. There's some steps. The steps were originally built for the Hotel Grand, but they were removed during the Second World War, the beginning of the Second World War, I imagine, because this area here was considered high risk for invasion. You see the day of what's it called? Day of the Jackal, the one where there's a plot to kill Churchill. Can't remember the name of the film, but in that film there's the paratroopers sort of land very close to the coast and take up residence in a village in Norfolk, pretending to be Polish, but they're really Germans, and they want to kill Churchill. Can't remember the name of the film. Michael Caine starred in it, as did Robert Duvall, and the name has absolutely gone. But anyway, it'll come back, and I'll write it down underneath. It'll come back as soon as I turn the thing off, of course. There's the beach on the eastern side. You see the sea walls, which are built, what's that, 1835, 1838, something like that. I think there was a storm a few years earlier, and after that decided they needed some protection. And there it is. I'm trying to eat my fish and chips in peace. Oh. And look, it's a bit like the film The Birds, this. Of course, when I tried to film them, they stopped flying around me.